Good morning. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. So, I have no idea if anybody's going to show up because I decided at about 6:45 this morning that I was going to go live. It's what I do. So, what do I have in store? Well, first of all, if you're watching on the replay, be sure to like and subscribe and comment on anything that we visit about throughout our time together. Like I said, it could just be me, like I would do a normal video, and we'll just see how it goes. But it looks like Sandy is here, Wilhelmina. Happy Valentine's Day. Sandy, if you're there, can you hear me okay? And there's no echo or anything like that? I just want to make sure. I will wait. Hello, Celeste. Welcome. Are you guys getting snow or rain where the two of you are at? Because it's raining like crazy here. And I think, I don't know what day, maybe Thursday in Iowa, we're supposed to get blizzards. And it was beautiful yesterday. I'm going to try to mute this a little bit more because I'm getting feedback and I don't like it. I don't know if it will work, but yeah, Demi and I took Zenny for an almost 2-mile walk, which is crazy because her little legs, that's a long walk for a little baby. Gosh, yeah, yesterday it was gorgeous here, and today not so much. So, and I guess it's only February, so it snowed on my birthday. My birthday is in April, so anything's possible in the Midwest. So, yeah, know what I mean? Well, here's what I thought we would do. I have got a ton of organizing to do after the last 2 weeks of doing a lot of stuff at the venue and getting sale ready and doing the sales and all of that stuff. I just feel like I'm off. Like yesterday, I didn't even get to do my Mindful Monday video. And so I thought, well, why not be inconsistently consistent and not do Template Tuesday and hop on? And I thought I would show you some of my hauls, some unboxing. So I have a bunch of things from shopping my stash when I actually went through everything at the venue, some things that were little thrifty things from my mother that she gave me. And then I have, do I have any auction hauls? Yes, I have one auction haul that I think you guys are going to be excited to see. And I haven't looked at what's in it yet. So I'm really excited about that. And then I have some unboxing to do from the vlog that went up. Was that Monday? Yes. From that shopping experience. So I wanted to show you what I got. And then I thought we would just do a little crafting with some of the things that I found. So that's what we're going to do today. Doing my spring cleaning early. You know what? I get it. That's what I did. I took everything out of my craft room and I had it in my family room down here, and it was a hot mess, but it feels so good once you're done. Hi, Tippy Wink. I was watching one of your videos the other day. It was so fun. Yeah, and I haven't really done any crafting either lately, so that's like I need to get back at it. So we'll see. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to flip this over so it's 2 screens, and then hopefully that will I can kind of go both ways like we do on the live videos. But when I was going through the venue, and I know a lot of you have asked, oh, good, I'm going to go watch it later because it's raining, and what else there is there to do than craft and watch fun videos. So I always watch Woodland Inspired Celeste too, so check her out if you haven't. And a lot of the things were things that when I purged the first time, this is not my last little purge, I had taken a bunch of things that I thought, oh, I can use those for if I do a kids camp or if I do a retreat or some kind of crafting class. So I took a bunch of stuff. Well, apparently I came back with a few things. This was one of them. And I thought if we have time, maybe we can play with this. But I bought this, gosh, I wonder if it has a, no. I bought this a long time ago at a thrift shop, I'm pretty sure. But it's really pretty cool. And it's made obviously for your coupons, but it's got little pockets in each one of these. Let's see. If you guys hear that noise, that vibrating, it's my pillow. I'm too short, and so I can't. I have to have something behind my back so I'm comfy in my chair. But these are every single page, and then there's like this. There's this little thing for, I guess, a coupon or business card, and then there's dividers, but it's full. And then even there's some even Oh, this is for Hy-Vee, which is a grocery store in Iowa. I think it's in Missouri, Nebraska, maybe Minnesota and Wisconsin too. I don't know. But there's all of those. So I thought, well, maybe we could play with this and do something with what I brought back from the venue. Apparently, I was thinking about doing that. So maybe we can play with that. So that was one thing. I'm going to put that. Oh, no, that'll be a glare. And then these were, when I staged, I had some vintage. I did like a desk display, and I had a vintage typewriter and an old rotary phone and some games and things. And this was one of the things that was in there. And they're actually wooden dominoes. These would be easy to drill a hole in and use. You know what? A cinch machine. If any of you guys have one of those, tell me what you think. I'm on the fence because I'm not sure if I would use it, and I don't know. But so right now, this is going to go. I have a big dough bowl, and it has things like, I have games, and I have antique and vintage stamps, like the old stamps from businesses, and then just some miscellaneous vintage and antique things. So for right now, I'm just going to stick that in there, but I don't know. We'll see. Then I found this just randomly. So if I ever get to that poppy journal that I wanted to, I figured I would use it for that. And I found these that I must have had for a project at the venue. But this I'm going to just throw in with my cookbook stuff. And then I had this, and it's called the Vintage Book Edition. So if you ever see this at a thrift shop, I'm suggesting you buy it. Now, I don't know if I bought this new because it's brand new. It's like never been cracked open. But which means our family never played it. And I had it at the venue so that when we would do glamping, where we would set up tents and things, people would have games and such to play with. Apparently nobody used it. So it's going into my crafting stash. Diane with Pretty Pink Cottage. Oh, that might be something I need to take a look at. But look at this. It has not even been touched. So it's got all the letters, and look how tiny this board is set up. Like, that's only what? 5 by 7. So this would be a cool, I mean, you could make 2 journals out of this. Let's just open this one up. Just by cutting this right here and then you could almost do just like a fold out journal. And then it's got the score sheets that look vintage and all of these that I can use for little crafty assemblage kind of thing. So I thought that was a score and free. Well, it wasn't free when I bought it, apparently, but we're going to have a stack back here. And then the other thing that I worked on, I don't know if it aired on the last vlog or if it's coming up in this one, but I had my Instagram handle it should be the Traveling Crafter, or are you asking somebody else? I think I changed it to the Traveling Crafter. But one thing that I have a lot of is wallpaper books, and I use them. I sell a lot of them. It's painstakingly, like I got a bruise when I was doing this project, But I cut all of them out, and I sell them in bundles because they are perfect for any kind of craft. They're perfect for daycares to use, for painting, for placemats, besides just crafting. But I thought if we have time, I kept some of these. These are like the divider pieces. And maybe we can use between the coupon book and these wallpaper samples of all. I have a huge bag to sort through. The ones that sell the best, well, I do them by color. And then the other ones that sell the best are all of the shabby chic ones. And I'm sold out, I think, of pretty much all my wallpapers. So of everything, this is just all that I kept, which I think is pretty good that I didn't keep very much. And I usually don't because I know that I have access to them. But look at this. Isn't that cool? And there's several of those with I think they're tulips. Have fun at work. Don't work too hard. I'm so glad you joined. That was sweet. And then one thing I haven't really worked with, I had 2 borders books, which were so hard to cut. Out of all of them, they were. But I did keep just some that I thought, oh, I can use them in. Like that could be in the fashion journal and the Paris journals and then patriotic. I thought these would be fun to work with in a journal. So I did keep a few of those, which I have never done before. So I have all of those. So when we get to crafting, that's what we're going to work with. We're going to work with these, and we're going to work with those divider pages and that organizer. Well, that's what we're going to do. One other thing I thought would be fun, if you guys want, is as we go through this stuff, when I start doing my unboxing from the thrift haul and all of those goodies, I thought maybe you guys could help me pick out some things to have in my upcoming sales. So that will be fun. All right, now here's something else that I have 2 bags of these. I know. I bought these. Okay, so it would be 7 years ago because Dave and I have been married for 7 years. But they are all wooden flowers, and I have mentioned this before, but I made all the bouquets. I wanted something that I could make in advance that I could take with me that wouldn't get damaged. And so I made all of our bouquets out of wooden flowers, and then I used, now this isn't a very good representation, but I made them with brooches and such, but they make really great bouquets. They make awesome assemblage. For example, one of the things, and I was like, well, should I just leave them there? Because I really don't need to bring them home. But then I'm going to want them. So I did. And one of the things that I'm working on is this little tray. So these are some of my digitals that I just printed out. But, look how cute that looks with those. So I brought those home. And then I had a stack of goodness. Let's see, is that it? I'm almost all done. A stack of things that I either found. With these I found, and I think that they would be good for some of my assemblage, but they'd also be good for, I love the cupcake trays too, and I have had several of them for many years, and then I bought more, and I was like, okay, just make some of these. I just need to try it. So, but these I think will be cute to use for that. And then this, not related, but I have to share. This is Happy Mail from my friend Jovi at Creating with Jovi. And Dave took a picture of it like last week before he came over, and he said, hey, this came for you in the mail. The postmark is dated December 19th, and I just got it. It came to the office. I know. Which now you understand when I'm shipping things how I get nervous. I'm like, oh, is it going to arrive? These are just the Jack and Jill's. I think I sold these or I had them as an option for a live sale. So I don't know if I will add those in a drop sale, like maybe like a a clearance for some of the things or if I'll use them. I haven't even looked at them, so I don't know. This is an old Curious George book, and that's one of the my kids. Oh, my son started calling it Monkey George Landon, and so I want to do a journal. And this is a really old one, but I think I may. It's in bad shape. It doesn't have the back, but I think it's good for that because I've already got the cover. I figured out the cover. These are just sheet music, but I have a collaboration that I'm working on, and I'm putting these over here. Let me get hopped up. Oh, my hip just popped. Holy Hannah. Um, so I think I might use one or two of those or parts of them in that collaboration. This was a print, and I thought I would use it. I don't know how I'm going to use this. These are just some things. I was trying, it was really kind of slow because this was our weekend where it was the clearance. And so and not that it was slow, it was just not consistently busy. So I had some downtime to work on things and I need to keep myself busy. So I was cutting wallpaper and finding little things. But for my mouse journal, I cut out a few things. And then Thursday's live sale will be the 10 for 10. So 10 lots starting at $10, and they're going to be bundles. Either they'll be book bundles or choice of books. So I thought maybe I already put it out there, but I had some bundles of music like this in great big bundles, and I did not show them on the preview. I did a preview, and it will go up later today. But I think I'm going to add those. So it probably won't be 10 items. It might be more, but it's really cool sheet or music. And those are mostly books and music. So I know Thursday is going to be fun. And you know what? I'm excited about it because everything starts at $10. And it also gave me a chance to source and sort. And I think if it goes well and people like it, I'm going to continue to do that. Like one of my sales a month will be the 10 for 10. And I will try to always do ephemera book wise because the benefit is I can ship media mail and it doesn't matter how many books you buy, all of them can be shipped together for one price. And it's very, very inexpensive. It's like, $4 or so to ship media mail versus other things. So if I'm only selling books, then you guys all benefit from that too. So this I need to look this up because one thing I'm usually good at is when I get new books, I will research them to see, what their worth is. Is it something am I comfortable tearing it up? Is it something that somebody as a collector might want? Or is it something that is more valuable, which I have found that needs to be sold maybe somewhere else? And I don't really like to sell on eBay, but if it's really valuable and I have a few things that I've sold there, one was a little golden book that I sold for like $60 or $70. And what was the name of it? You know what, Sandy? I don't know if there's a weight limit on book rates. I don't know. Um, but anyway, it was like it was based on a movie, A Day of Something. And I was like, wow, I did not know that was worth that much money. But this is really beautiful. And so it's one of those that I just like because it's Paris. It even has it still smells a little vintage. But look at these images. So I don't think this is really something that is a tear apartable kind of book for me. And I'm not sure that I want to keep it. Oh, look at this. My gosh. Super, super cute. But I've had it for a while and I did not, usually I will somewhere note, what research I found on it, but this one didn't have it. Then I found some bookbinding pockets clear binder pockets, and these I use for my idea book. So I just stick things in there. So, I mean, I found a lot of things that are useful that will go right to use. And then the last thing that I got, well, I have more things, but from this week's haul, this is what I got from my mom. So she's like, just go through and pick things out. I'm like, Mom, I don't need any more paper. But I did look at what she had, and there were some good ones. Melody Ross, if you ever find these or her work, pick them up. I have some that have like they're actually stickers, but they're fabric, and they just have cool retro images. And so this was a paper pad that I knew I could use for my Betty or my Better Homes and Gardens journals in all cases, like the sewing ones, like here. Look how cute that is. So if you ever find these, pick them up because they're awesome. And this is the day at the beach. So I do have an entire tote on projects that I like to keep different things. And one is kind of beachy nautical one. So I thought, well, I can use this, that I don't have to go out and buy paper or download digitals. So, and then this was another one, totally different vibe. But look at how much paper is there. This is from the Paper Studio, so probably from Hobby. Yep, it is from Hobby Lobby. There's 60 designs, and there's 3 of each. And now these are just one-sided. You know what? What about was that? The Melody Ross is 2-sided. So let's see if we can find one of these that's one-sided that would work in that coupon book, because I don't think we want to use cardstock in that. And this is Fiction. This is by Basic Gray, but look at those yummy colors. And again, I thought they would be good for the Better Homes and Gardens journals. Ta-da. Okay, so far I don't have anything. This is for the farm journals my mom had. And then this is just plain cardstock, which I think was mine, and then I took it back. Oh, I tell you. So none of those really work for what we're working on today, but and then I have, hang on, just a few things that I bought at the thrift shop last week. Besides all of that carnival glass that you saw, I did get this, and I love the if you find these, I love them, and I'll show you how I use mine. They are, and this one still smells. It smells like roses, which not my fave, but it does smell, and it's full of liner for your dresser drawers. But here's how I use mine. Let me grab it. So if you've seen my organizing videos, you know. Here, let's see. I'll just hold it up like that. Oh, I almost dropped it. Hey, Karen. So after I'm done with the project, I have this process of using all of my scraps, and whatever is left, then I will organize them, cut them down to workable pieces, and I put them in here. So those boxes themselves are perfect for that because they don't take up a lot of space, and you could really have it like right in front of you while you're crafting. Karen, I hope you're doing awesome, and I hope that the weather is nice where you're at. Everybody else seems to be having nice weather except for me today. And then this was just something that I think would make a cool journal. And I love my binder journals, and it's clear. So I bought that. But probably the best thing that I got that day was this. Now, I haven't even really looked at it. I just saw that this is a yearbook, and I love yearbooks. Yeah, and they're so sturdy. Celeste, they last. I've had that other one for years and years. But this is 1910. So 1909, 1910. The Leander Clark College yearbook. And personally, in my collection, I have never had one this old. So this one was fun. I mean, it's not in fabulous shape, but see, it's torn apart there. But you know, I'm saving it. I'm saving it from the landfill. And wouldn't these be great, you guys, for me to scan? Oh, I'm kind of lagging. And using some digitals. I think that would be pretty fun. And oh, speaking of digitals. So when I do digitals, generally what happens is I will do them and for something I'm working on. So I need something for Easter, like I showed you in the little uh, cupcake tins. And yeah, they are teasing you. Well, I was telling everybody that we are going to have a blizzard this week, so that will be fun. Look at that, the girls' basketball team. Um, what was I saying? I don't even remember. Oh, digitals. So one thing that I want to do specifically for my subscribers. So, yes, when I really like something and it turns out really well, then I will put it on Etsy as a digital and people download them and they've been successful. But there's a lot that don't ever make it to the Etsy store. But I think they're still perfect for all of the people who subscribe, who like to do the projects and maybe following or crafting along. So I did set up a Ko-fi, Ko-fi. I have not done anything with it. It is not live yet, but I thought that would be a good spot to put things for subscribers that I won't make it on Etsy that maybe I just did for myself and you might want to use. And it's, a free way for you to get some of those, and another way to support my business if you so choose. So that's what I'm working on. This college must have been pretty small because is there only three seniors in education. And then this is the college debate team. So I loved this. I thought it was fabulous. And this in the wild at the thrift shop. Couldn't believe it. All right. Let's get into the fun stuff. Let's get into the auction stuff. The first two things, you guys tell me, should I add these two to the Thursday live sale? So I sold a couple of these last Thursday on the sale I did with Heather at Antique Agenda. Well, not like these, but from the same auction. But they're in such great shape. And this one is personal and public health. I just think it's cool because it's got the little girl skiing. And this one is from 1930 to 1936. But it's got kind of those, oh gosh, what's her name? The artist. I can't remember. Maybe it says, it's illustrated by J. Clemens Gretter. But I can't remember the name of the one. And I think most of these are black and white, but it's in great shape. It would be fantastic look at that. It would be fantastic as a gift for someone who's in the medical field. See, I don't show Dave things like this because then he wants to keep them. Tuberculosis. You can know what's going on, and he would read it. But look at some of these images. Beautiful. So there's that one. And then the Good Companion book, Nature School. And both of these I think are gorgeous. So I'm thinking, like I said, it's going to be more than 10 pieces. But this one I don't remember having much for content or, images or illustrations. And I don't think there was anything in color. But it's a beautiful book. Oh, there is. Never mind. The wagon trip has a little bit of color. These are both in fantastic shape. So I don't know. You guys let me know. And if you're watching the replay, you can still let me know because the sale is until Thursday. So I'm going to put these aside. And I think they may go in the live sale as well. Okay. Here we go. This is from my haul. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how. I didn't plan this very well. But I'll show you what I got at, I went to a little I went to a thrift store that I go to often, and I picked up this. Now, this is, I believe, it's by S. Bachman. There were 2 of them. I only bought one, but I believe they're Mother's Day plates, but they don't say Mother's Day on any of them. And I thought, oh my gosh, that would be so cute in a vignette type display. So I got that. This is going to be very precarious. I did find, I even ironed these. I mean, write that down, folks. Write it down. It never happens. But I got some more hankies, and I think these, I have a collection of hankies, and I'm waiting. I did get the squeaky baby. I'm going to show you. He's really not squeaky, but I have a display that I need to work on. As soon as it gets nice, and it's not, I should have done it yesterday. I can paint it. I will put those hankies in there, but a lot of these I think would be fun to sell at one of the upcoming sales. Aren't these beautiful? I love the ones with the scallops. Oh, this is the coolest one. I'll show you. And then that one. But this one, oh my goodness. Is this one? Yes. Let's see if I can get it. It says happy birthday. This one I might have to keep. Because wouldn't that be cute to wrap? I mean, I don't think my kids would. My daughter probably would. Her birthday is the same month as mine, but she wouldn't probably appreciate it. But I think it's pretty. So I got that. Now, let's talk about Squeaky Baby since you're here. And if you're listening to this on headphones, be prepared. So there were 2 of these. And from what I need to put this down, because I know I will break something. I'll just go over there and get pieces. Yikes. Hold on. There were 2 of them, and one of them had a hole in it on its head. And so I didn't get it. But I was like, this is just too unique to not get. And the unfortunate part is this was kind of like at a junk shop. And so the gentleman took all of the price tags off, and he was handwriting things, and he didn't write what they were. He just wrote the price. So I don't think in my video I did a very good job of like looking at what the price is for everything. So I don't know what to do with it. That's exactly what I'm doing, Karen. I finally found one. I had been searching for months for a spoon display, and I found a huge one, and I was so excited. And I just can't wait. And I think I'm going to put it in my bedroom. I have a big chandelier, and my room is pink. Hey, I decorated my room when the kids and I built the house before Dave. So the poor guy has to deal with a pink bedroom, but I think it would be cool in there to put on display and put all my hankies in. So we shall see. So anyway, I looked this little nugget up, and all it says so far that I researched. So if any of you know, if you're watching the replay, you can tell me. Very early or early squeak toy. Now, I would say that he or she is more of a wheezer. Like, he doesn't really squeak, but here, I'll show you. Get ready. See? Kind of wheezy. But he does not have any cracks like the other one did. Now, if you guys think I need to go back and get the other one, I have a feeling it will probably be there, and I can go back and get it too. But maybe this one has just a little bit of asthma, and but I could not resist. I just love it. So, but he Wheezy Baby will be sold at an upcoming sale. Now, here's something else I bought. Well, that I know nothing about, but I thought they were cool, and I bought some of that Indiana Carnival glass, and I was like, well, if nothing else, I can use this as props if nobody thinks these are cool. I don't know what they're worth. I don't know anything, but it is a whole thing of, these are all wood. Lots of wooden fruit. Now, I have a few pieces of the ones that are like the beaded fruit, but these are all wooden. So like I said, I don't know their value. We got an avocado. I haven't looked them up. We got an itty bitty, that must be a cherry tomato. I don't know. Oh, here's one with a tag on it. Let's look. And it looks like it might have a little chippy. Yeah, this one is a turnip. It has a little chip, but what's it say? It's from Costa Rica. Can you guys see that? Maybe if I put it up here, you guys can read it better than I can. No, not so much. MECHO. I don't know. I need a magnifying glass. Oh, I have a magnifying glass. Where is that little guy? Oh, wow. I don't know. It's somewhere over my. But we got oranges. We got some cherries. We got strawberries and acorns. More cherries, pears. But that's the only thing that I've seen so far that has had a label on it. Grapes, a banana. Ooh, that strawberry looks worse for wear. So I don't know. Okay, I see now. Like I said, Karen, I don't know, and I know you know a lot about vintage and antiques. That I just have never seen them. And like I said, I have no idea what I paid for these because they took all the tags off. But I do know that they were in that 50% off booth. So that was kind of fun. And then let's see some other quirky little things. Well, let's see some not quirky little things. So I don't know how old these are. They might not be old at all. But they're just bottle brush trees. And I did not open them up. Let's see. Let's open them up to see maybe what their age is. And whenever, it doesn't matter. If I find bottle brush trees at a thrift shop and they're reasonably priced, I pick them up because I use them for a lot of my that's very smart. I need to do that. I need to do that. My eyes. Well, this one's an interesting one. He's a little out of sorts. I mean, they look. Here we go. Oh, this is Department 56. So, you know, I don't know how old, but I like the ones. These all have wooden things. And at some point, somebody was selling each one of them for $1. And I got the whole bag for not very much. I want to say I got the whole bag for $1. Well, happy 60th. That's a fun one. And then I got this for, I do remember, I think $1.25. Now, do I need another flower frog? The answer is my collection. I've been collecting flower frogs since I was probably in my, well, probably after college. So maybe 22-ish. And so I usually just collect all of the unique ones. I wonder if it glows. We'll have to find out. But this one will probably go on a live sale. And you know, if you can use these for so many things besides putting your flowers in them. Because, for example, there you go. Put your pens in it. Put your paintbrushes in it. So if you're working on a project and you've got your paintbrushes sitting beside you, this is a great way to keep them off of your work surface. So, and decorations. So you can put all kinds of little things. I've seen people put hat pins in them, which is another collection I used to have. And I don't know what happened to mine. I'm hoping that I didn't get rid of them. And then I picked up this little mouse. I used to collect mice. So he'll go with my Christmas stuff for the Christmas sales. I try not to buy a lot of Christmas at this time of year, but let's talk about some little smalls. And then I got this Joseph original mouse. And at one point, somebody wanted $5 for him. But he's still got his Rattles Mouse Village, Joseph or Yosef, depending on who you are, originals tag. So I thought he was so fun. And what I was going to tell you about this junk shop, I've been in it, I think, one time before. aisles are narrow. It's hard. It's really hard to get around in there. And then they have like little booths, but they're only like a couple shelves and then a little floor space. And almost all of them were just packed full. All right, here's something else you've gone mouse crazy too. I am scared to death of mice. Scared to death of them. But I'm just going to get these out but I've collected them since I was young. I don't know. It's weird. So if you know anything about Mexican pottery or these pieces, tell me. I only got the owls. And I don't know if this was their price. I don't remember, $1.99. I can't remember if I think it might be. But I got 2 because I have a bunch of owl stuff I want to bring. But they had a lot of different little cute animals. So if you know anything about Mexican pottery or you collect, these are little miniatures. Like I said, none of this has really been researched yet. So you got tips. I'm willing to listen. Yeah, they're kind of cool. They had all kinds of critters, all kinds. And then this, I have a lot of vintage candles. Mostly Christmas. I have a few Easter ones, but I thought these were cute. And there's the little house and then the little baby deers. Aren't those cute? Look at that. Well, I had to do something different with my setup because I'm in my craft room today and I haven't done a live in here, I don't think ever. But they're in great shape. Jeez, Andrew. So those will go into my Christmas stash. Full Christmas. But yeah, this little Joseph original with his little rattle. Oh my goodness. And he even has, from the original maker, somebody made a little mistake and got a little blue paint on him. But those were cute. The best is yet to come. Oh, this one's coming with dust and all. So I'll tell you what my thought was on this. I think it is so cool to use like vintage makeup, and I have a bunch of compacts and things like that in my bathroom. I am going to sell the Joseph mouse. So should I put that in? I will put it in an upcoming sale. That's what you're here for, girls and boys, to tell me what I should sell. We know we're going to sell the Joseph and we're going to sell Wheezy Baby. Okay. And the books. We're going to put the books on there too. All right. Let me put him over there so he doesn't get damaged. But yes, he is going. You guys are helping me pick my next sale with all of my vintage and kitsch too. So not only my book sales, but whatever we have. So in my mind, this is old nail polish and it's very dusty. The nail polish is still in there. Missy Lynn, and I think I looked this up, and Missy Lynn, I believe they still make it. But it's in the original box, and you apparently got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 colors, and then you got the special base. Look at that. That's special, all right. So you get the special base, you get the nail polish remover, and you get the creamy cuticle remover. So my thought was, obviously I'll clean this up, but I bought some Avon perfume bottles. I would never normally buy them, but they were so cool and so unique looking, and just kind of antique vintage that I thought they would be so cute in a display where you've got, some bottles, some of your compacts, and then add this cute little nail polish display. I loved it. I don't know. I'm really bummed that I don't know how much, I should have went right to my car. Oh, hey, look, I found another little Mexican pottery piece. It's duck. I know they're so tiny. Uh, but yeah, Missy Lynn. I'm pretty sure that Missy Lynn is still in. There's the little quack quack. And the more I look at these Mexican pottery pieces, the more I think they're cuter than cute. And my initial thought was, oh, that I, and that way, if, oh, no audio. Can you hear me now? Oh, that's going to irritate me. Some spam person interrupted it. Can you hear me now? Oh, good. I was just, I was like, oh. And then I did get this redware kitty. I thought she or he was pretty cute and in great shape. So this redware pottery kitten. I'm kind of thinking, I mean, I could keep this for, this would be, I don't have any Halloween stuff. Like Halloween is not a, so I'm thinking ahead going, okay, well, in the fall, what am I going to do? Because I don't have much and maybe he needs to wait. I don't know. You tell me. I think maybe we should we possibly bring this bunny plate too to the next sale? Should we put him on the maybe? We'll put him on the maybe list. Okay, then the last thing from that place before we get into, hang on, these are all, you all know that I really like chalkware. These all say Mexico on the bottom. And this is a little bear with his honey pot. And I got 2 of them. Now, to me, I need to do some research because I'm not sure about the chalkware. Yeah, that's true, Karen. They do buy cats all the time. These remind me of the squeaky toys. And I know that there has been some other pieces that have been created, mostly like in the ceramic realm, based on like the Mobley squeak toys and such. And so I don't know. I have not done any research on these. I just thought they were stinking cute. And I did sell I had a sweet lady come to the sale. Here's another one. He's got a little damage on his little wear from, not damage, but wear from, he's digging in his honey pot too. At the venue sale, I had this sweet lady who she and I connected and we had a lot in common. And I had a Cupie and I had 2 puppy pieces of chalkware. And she ended up buying them all because I was going to bring him to a live sale. And then look at this sweet thing. And he's holding a football. That's it, Karen. You're right. Rushton. Look, cute, cute, cute. So I couldn't leave these behind. So I will be going back to that shop. And I think the next time I go, I'm not going to be so scaredy cat about, hang on, about doing my videos, except when I get to the checkout. Hang on, I'm grabbing something else. Because the gentleman had a lot of, I mean, it didn't bother me, but it might bother some people if they're listening to it. I'd have to be doing a lot of bleeping, but he had a lot of interesting ways to describe things. Let me just say this. So I don't know if you can see this, but I got 3 of these at auction. I did pay up for these and I probably shouldn't have, but I think that they are great for just a little, junk, if you want a little junk jar, or if you're using them in your, you've seen me use these in a lot of the crafting projects for art, paper crafting, and junk journaling. So I got 3 different, but I mean, there's thousands of them in here. So I got this one, which is, here, let's move that out of the way. This is your usual product, but we are temporarily out of our regular caps. I know, Sandy. I did think of you. A sheep playing football. Goldcrest Dairy. This is in Nevada, Iowa, which is about 10 miles from where I grew up. I didn't know it existed. And then the last one, look how long this thing is. Like, here's my head. It's got to be at least 15 or 18 inches long. But then it too is filled. Oh gosh. Are we going to be able to get one out? Since I've cut my nails all off, I can't use them as a tool anymore. I know some of you were asking. I don't see Carol on here, but about the nail issue or the nail progress. And I will tell you, so far, I haven't had time to craft and use the glue to see if it's going to work on mine and not take off the nail polish. But this one's from a town called Wesley, Iowa, which is in northwest Iowa, sort of. It's north. So I got all of those. Now, these I used to put in my Etsy shop, but I can ship them except for the ones that are like this so inexpensively, just in a, like little tiny mailing envelope that's, you pay however much the stamp is now, that I took them off because it was costing people too much and I didn't want to do that. All right, here's what I've been waiting for. So this was a blind buy. You're going to have no clue about the kitchen. I know, and that is true. I mean, I think that when we watch others, and it's such a great resource to have other people that collect certain things, and you then can help you and teach you about what's out there. It's hugely valuable. Okay, so I did a blind auction. Now that's going to be probably glary. And what I mean by that is most of the auctions that we have in Iowa. Yeah, they're milk pugs. I have some old milk bottles too, and I'm going to see if that one will fit on them. I actually use the milk bottles to make like iced tea and things like that. But what happens at most of our auctions, unless it's like a farm auction where they're selling big equipment, then they'll sell other things and you can physically go to the auction, which I love. It's one of my favorite things to do. But for the most part, what they will do is do all online. And so you can go to the auction house and you can preview all of the things. And then you have to bid from this date to this date. Well, I didn't go to the auction house. I just bid on some stuff. And so when I picked it up, I was like, I don't know what I'm getting. But again, my thought was, and I do not know exactly what I'm getting. I think they're just postcards. I bought, I think, 3 of these. My thought was to use these in my digitals and then use the actual ones in my journal so people can appreciate them. But these are from the 1800s. They are, this one's written on, they both are 1882. And most of them were all from the 1800s. So let me see if I can, look at that. That handwriting is just amazing. Let's see if I can. Dear Uncle, have just come home from my school, have been teaching for 3 months. Was very, very sorry to hear of Aunt Mary's death. Oh gosh. That's the one thing you when you get ephemera like this, there's a lot of not happy thoughts that they share on these things, you know, but it is what it is. Yeah, I can't read that. And then this one is from, I don't know, January 23rd from a town called Newell, Iowa. Dear bro, we received your card a few days ago. Wait, is that upside down? I just love these. So these are all postcards. It looks like 1882, 1883. All the 1880s. Okay, let me put those over here. And I think I got three. I'll just show you. 3 sleeves, 2-sided. Oh, look at that one. That's from 1907. These are 1919. Silent. Okay. Hopefully you can still hear me. These are from 1929 and they're just blank. So those will be fun. Yeah. Well, you know, the thing that we're going to look at this bag. This is another goodie. The thing, and I think I've shared this and before, like when people throw away photos, it like breaks my heart. Like I think like the other day I was at a thrift, and you'll see it on this next week's vlog, but they got rid of like a memory book from like tell me about yourself, grandma. And they took it to the thrift shop. It made me sad. I'm like, well, I hope somebody doesn't do that to me. All right, so we have a whole bunch. I can't zoom in, can I? Maybe I'll just show you here. Here, we'll put them down here, and then I'll show them close up so you have something to look at. Or what I could do even easier. Hang on. There we go. Because we're not doing any crafting right now. We can. And then I got. Look at this. Now, I did buy a lot of die cuts. What the heck? How come that goes like, oh, maybe like this? I don't know. Oh, I see. You're opening up the treasure chest and it says Lynn from Grandma. Look at this one. To Miss Sawyer. So these are cool. I got some kitschy ones and then I got some really antique ones. And this is another collection that I've had I've been collecting since I was very young. Probably when I was still in high school, my mom used to take me to antique stores and she would give me these like as Easter or Valentine's cards. Look at this one. You wouldn't get my goat, would you? To Paul. So, but what I say is I'm saving this not only from the landfill, but, you know, I'm kind of honoring the people. This one, there's a few of these, I think. Well, no, this must be old. I see one down here that looks like, I'm not, it's suspect whether it's old or not. And these open out. Ooh. Am I missing something here, or is she missing her head? Pretty sure she is. Got that one. These die cuts. Oh, you know, if you watch the video where I got that scrapbook from England, with all the die cuts, I literally started crying. I was so excited to get that. Thank you, Karen, for hanging out with us. I can't wait to see pictures of that baby. Look at this, you little peach. So we got a lot. And, most of the times when I bid on things like this, I don't get them for a really good deal. But apparently there were other things on that auction that others were interested in, and it wasn't these. So I was able, this is the one. Look, that to me seems like I think it's still vintage, but it seems like it's a reproduction, kind of a Dolly Dingle. I crave your society. So please be my Valentine. Just the cardstock in itself, I think it might be a reproduction. And so many of these, are the ones you can sit on your table. Look at this. I like the ones in the boat. And most of the ones that I have are like this. They're all Victorian Valentines. I've got some cool ones. I have one that's framed it's a birthday greeting that my mom gave me. It's cool. These are some of my favorites too. And then on the back. So cute. Oh, let me tell you while I'm showing you all of these, let's talk about a drop sale because I mentioned it a little while ago and I think I mentioned it on some other videos. But what I proposed was that in addition to my live sales that I do on Thursdays, that I would do some drop sales. And a drop sale is just, I'll record it just like I would my crafting videos. And then I will put 10 items and I'll put a number or a letter next with them and say, okay, this is yours for this amount of money. You just put in that letter and then put sold. Because I have a lot of you that are international. And at the time that I go live, you're sleepy by. So it's a good option for you. And yes, I do ship international. Just know I think rates might be getting better, but they're still kind of spendy. But it's for anybody, no matter if you're in another country or if you're in the United States and you just don't catch it and you want to get some things. And it's also a chance for me, like if I do have a live sale and something doesn't sell, then maybe those are things that I can bring back all at once instead of which I love when you guys say, hey, that didn't sell. Can I buy that? Yes, you can still do that. But if I am promising to bring some of those things back, maybe it won't be every month. I haven't decided. These are just so cute. Well, there's a lot. See, this one is not, it's not real. It's real, but this is from Hallmark and it says it's a reproduction of an early 1900s Valentine. And then we got the last two. Celeste, that's two of them, I guess. I like to tell stories about the people in my photos, like, especially when I use them in my art. I usually name them. I know I'm weird that way, but I just think it's kind of fun. All right, last thing I'm going to show you, and then we'll do a little crafty craft, or at least start something. I had no schedule on how long this is going to take. Oh, holy. Okay. Again, this was one of those that same as the cutouts, but you're not going to, I don't think I caught this. So one thing I don't have a lot of is Thanksgiving greetings. So I think I got 2 sleeves of Thanksgiving greetings. They're super cute. This is not expected, but I may wet my pants. I won't do it live. Okay, here's the first 2. So what's that one say? Easter and then another Thanksgiving. You guys, look at this. Holy smokes. I think this one's Halloween too, or this one. I, if my mom's watching, what the pig thought of the ghost. Well, let's just see. My gosh, I don't even want to take them out. Halloween postcards are extremely hard to find. And I'm not into like the scary ones. You can find them and they're very expensive. But I like the cute ones. $19.13? I don't know. Let's see the back. They are. I mean, somebody. I think that this is possibly some of these were from maybe a dealer or someone because some things had prices on them. I've got more. Holy cow. Oh my goodness. Well, maybe we'll find some more Halloween ones. I don't know. Now, I can guarantee you, if somebody knew they said Thanksgiving, if they would have said that they had Easter, Halloween in them, it would have been a different story. More Thanksgiving. Look at this one. And they're in great shape. Oh my good. My heart's like beating hard. Oh my, is this, I don't know if that's, I think that might be Valentine's Day. And I don't even remember. I think I bought a few Christmas. I like the ones with Santa in them. Yep, here's Santa. Wait. They're all upside. Look at the kitties. And then here's the backside. Yeah, I really did well. And then I got some Easter ones because I think, oh, we probably need to pick some of these to be in the sale too. I bought this one because I like chicks. I like chicks. Baby chicks. So I probably need to pick a few of these to put in futures. And this one. This was also my favorite. So I have a lot of pastels upstairs for spring. Aren't they cute? And clearly, apparently did not realize that there was two sides and I only looked at the one picture because some of these I'm like, oh, I didn't know these were there. And these are the other ones. If you saw my display with that little jackrabbit stuffed bunny, I like the look of those rabbits. They remind me very much of, Victorian times. These are like the more three-dimensional ones. Cute. Ooh, apparently I did buy some that are Valentine's. Those are fold-out die cuts. Look at these two. They're like little Dutch little boy and girl. And the last, oh my God. Okay, this is a Valentine, but also one that I think is fantastic. Okay, so there's those. Look at the anthropomorphic. Oh, that is so cute. Now, the one thing I need to get better at is putting these out on display. The ones that I have in my collection, I should get them out. They're all nicely organized and safely preserved, but well, that might have been the excitement of the day. Holy smokes. An anthropomorphic postcard and 2 Halloween cards. I'm floored. Wow. All right, let's do a little craft before we go. I'm going to flip this back over here. We'll just go. Would you rather it be like this? I'm going to have to turn this a little bit. because otherwise I just keep going off the screen. I'll turn this a little bit more. There we go. All right, let's experiment with this first. So let's take this out. This is a shopping list. And you guys, I am just winging this. And tell me if you would rather me, if you're watching this on the replay, that's fine too. I had no expectations because I just decided this morning while I was lying in bed. But if you like doing unboxings this way instead of me doing like the thrifty hauls on recorded, I'm happy to do that. I probably can't do them all that way because my OCD will kick in and I have to put stuff away. But yeah, if you like this is fun. I'm just taking some of these out. All right. Now we do have, let me move this. I got too much junk in front of me. Oh, I forgot to show you my flashcards, but they're just flashcards. You guys have seen flashcards before. I think now I have more of a mess than I had before, but that's fine. Okay. First of all, let's measure this. So I think that this would be cool to cover in the wallpaper. Now, for those of you who craft with something like a cinch, I guess I could take them out. I don't know. I think I just have to work around it. If you have ideas, tell me. We won't worry about the cover today, but on these, I think we can just go next to it. So let's see how. Okay, from here to, I know you probably can't see that real. Ooh, that's glary. That's about 5 inches. So if we went 6 inches long, that should fit in the pocket. And then it is 6 inches long. And it's 3 7/8 across. And then this little guy is, looks like just at 3 inches. Okay. I wrote it down. Let's see if we can find some thin enough. Oh, here. That's too thick. I'm trying to find some thinner pieces. Ugh, just grab them. We'll just see what this looks like and if we like it. And if it's something that, ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, that might be a little too thick, but they go well together. All right, let's try these two to start with. All right, here we go. I'm just going to rip these. What did I say? 3 7/8. No, I better not rip them. It won't end well. We'll do it this way. 3 7/8. And for those of you who don't know, 3 7/8 is 2 ticks from the 1 inch mark. That's how I do it, And I said 6 inches. Oh, that's nice. I don't even have to get this arm out. Okay. So we have that one. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted this to be the back. All right. And then what did I say? So it'll be 3 inches. Just go for it. No, we're going to do this part so we can get that bird in there. Or the flowers, one of the two. 3 inches by 3 7/8. Now, here's the other thing that we don't know. We don't know how these are going to adhere to this plasticky, shiny stuff. So, should we just give it a little, just in case? That didn't really help, just so y'all know. We're just going to roll with it. But I know, what should I use? What do you guys think? Should I use Fabri-Tac or should I use art glitter glue? Thank you, Sandy. I see. You and I kind of talked about this. Sandy, if you don't know, is she has been a moderator and been ended in my last sale and is so appreciated. But we talked about how it's nice and that we both were trying the Fabri-Tac and see how it works. That it's just nice to be able to like craft along or just listen to others, you know, whether they're shopping or if it's like Tinky Winks Cottage or whomever, and you feel like you're kind of hanging out with a friend. And for me, what I'm finding out is this is really nice because I do get to hang out with you and I get to communicate with you if you don't watch the live because, you know, some of you have to, uh, you know, go to meetings, pay attention. You can't multitask while you're working at your computers or you're in the office. Oh, wait, we should probably make sure this fits in here. But, and it does. Oh, heck yeah. There we go. I will put this also this live video under Wallpaper Wednesday because that's a good spot for people who want to see all of my wallpaper videos. So I really like this format too. I didn't know. I was like, well, we're just going to see how it goes. And I like that people can just pop in and pop out. And, you know, if I did this on a regular basis, I think it would be kind of nice. So what I need to do after we are done, I like that, you guys. Now, the question is going to be how well it stays down, but we're just going to go for it. Here's what I want to do. I want to get to this because what is this like? Okay. Let's make 3 little pieces to go in there. We might even be able to use that. Let's see how wide they are. Now, this would be a good spot for you to use 2-sided paper. Let's do that. Let me grab a piece. Hang on, Sloopy. Here, we'll use some of this. It's handy. This is going to be a very eclectic little, I don't know what it's going to be. It'd be a great ephemera holder, wouldn't it? And it actually would be great to really hold coupons, but look cuter. All right, so we need this to be, oh, what does that say? I think we're safe to go 3.5. This is probably just business size. I think we need to go just under 2.5. Let's see what happens. This is kind of weird doing it while I'm here and you're watching this. 2.5. And by the way, if you're watching this on the replay, I should have said this a long time ago. What did I say? 3.5 by 2.5. I will put a timestamp. So if you're not interested in our little haul and visiting, you can just go right to the other one. For God's sakes, that is not right. There we go. But I'm going to go just a smidge under 2.5. Let's see if this fits first before we add a bunch more. Well, hello, Kara. I'm so glad you're here. We just did a whole bunch of haul stuff and chatted about just this and that. So it was kind of fun. Okay, it still needs to be a little thinner. All right. I have to say, I told you, I've had this for oh, probably a year or two. I don't know, maybe more. And I don't think that I've, in my thrifting shopping endeavors, I don't think that I've seen one of these again. So if you find one, okay, that's perfect. Yeah, that would be cute. And then we can, embellish it, or you could just use it, leave it like that and stick like small pieces in there. Okay, so we know this works. Should we grab a couple more pieces out of this little guy? I'm making more scraps for myself. Well, Mom, this was a great purchase. I'm already using it. Purchase. I didn't purchase anything. It's a great gift, Mom. I'm going to grab another piece and we'll just cut them at the same time. So I didn't ask you guys, but what are you guys doing for Valentine's Day? Is anybody doing anything fun? I can't wait to hear. Dave is in Omaha, which means we will be doing nothing. However, Demi invited me for a girls' date. So I asked her because Dave said, well, don't you have your Galentine's night? And I said, yes. I hope she doesn't ditch me. And then she and her girlfriends came home. They had free periods, and so they came home for a while right before I started this. And she asked if I was ready for our night of fun. And I'm like, well, of course I am. And I asked her where we were going, and she wouldn't tell me. So she's crafting. I'm with you. So I don't know. I'll give you an update next time where Demi decided to take me on our Galentine's date night. This nail thing, I'm telling you, these can't grow out fast enough. This one is a little bit shorter. I just can't function. I will have to say this doesn't. Why isn't that not fitting? Oh, it's not me. It's not the paper. It's just not sliding in there very well. There we go. Patience, Angela, patience. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so cute. This really sticks. I mean, who knows how old this thing was, probably. And I thought, too, this format is kind of fun because then when I show you some of my hauls and things, then you guys really get a say in what I bring to my live sales. So you can kind of anticipate and look forward to it. Oh my gosh, I like that. Super, super cute. Well, we're going to keep working on that. But while we'll turn it to this page so you have something fun to look at. It's so weird for my this angle because if you watch me, you know that this isn't the angle on my overhead cam that I usually use, so I'm totally getting used to it. All right, let's take one of those. Let's see what we can do with one of these samples. I'm grabbing these out. Okay, so this was the other thing that we said we would work with, or I said we would work with. So my thought is, why don't we just make some kind of file folder and we'll cover it with wallpaper because we've got them already. And the other thing is, I still have a few wallpaper books. I don't think that they would be viable to ship. I think it would be way too expensive. But if you are nearby, okay, should we do it just like this and with the tab? Or should I fold it? I mean, there's a line here. Let's just try it. I still haven't found my good bone folder. I don't know. Why don't we go thinking? I'm just thinking about if I should use this in something. Let's just do it all the way over, because I can always add pockets on it. And my springtime journal is something I'm going to bust out because I need to really do a lot of videos after this to get caught up. It gives me anxiety when I'm behind. And this, I think, will be a good size. So what we can do, let's cover this in its entirety. And then we'll make this a pocket. And then we'll cover this as well. So let's start with this. Let's find some wallpaper. You know, I can tell you, if I never bought another piece of craft paper, I would have wallpaper enough to do. That's just what I would use. That's how much I love it. Like, look at this. Gorgeous. Have fun working. I keep saying that to people, and they're probably like, really, Angela? I got all my real work done early and yesterday, so I get to play. Okay, this obviously is going to fit pretty much perfect. We're going to have to cut down a little bit at the bottom because when I cut it out with my knife, it did not cut straight. Shocker. But let's find something that's going to go, maybe just something neutral. Not that. We need to find something that's not too thick. This is kind of thick and it looks like it might be crooked. And it doesn't go either. Come on, come to mama. Like I said, I didn't really... Well, here, these two match. Let's just... Or match-ish. All right, so in the book, it's either going to... if I glue it down, then you won't see. So we got to decide what we want to use. If I don't glue it down and just pin it into the book, it'll be fine. So we can go that, and this can be the back. I think I like that better. Okay. Again, this will be a test to see whether or not this actually, yeah, it really, and I only really, I like the florals. I'm drawn to those. I like the shabby chic. I like the really bright colors and some of the textured, but like I said, I don't generally keep a lot, but they're the shabby chic ones. Oh my goodness. There are some beautiful pieces in those wallpaper books that I just cut. And the reason I took those to the venue is that I didn't really think that they had a lot of the kind of country shabby chic. Now see, this is really uneven here. We'll cut that off. Pieces in it, but as I started flipping through them, because I was bored and had nothing else to do, I found I was wrong. I'm just contemplating, like, should I have done something with this in advance? Well, here's what we could maybe do. Okay, so we only need enough to go here to here. So we could, I'm just going to score that. Can I see where I scored that? Yeah, and to me, wallpaper is so easy to work with. I think we might be able to use this piece on there and make it work. Why is that happening? Yeah, like I said earlier in the video, the last 2 weeks have like totally discombobulated my schedule. I'm out of sorts. All right, let's just see. I'm just trying to think. Well, we can't really see the flower, but we can probably make it work. What I'm going to do is just cut it as straight as I can, which probably isn't very. And let's just, while this is still not really dry, I'm letting it kind of hang over there. I don't know. This is an experiment. We don't know what we're going to get. So yes. So tonight is Demi and I's date. And she went to the surprise restaurant that I don't know. And the rest of the day, I need to do a lot of videos, and I really need to do some organizing. And after this, I really realize I do, because it's a lot of discombobulation, but I'm totally happy with that. Here's the problem. I can't see where I did this, but that doesn't matter. We can just curve it and make it pretty. All right, I'm liking this. So far, so good. That's not going to work, is it? Okay, now this means I'm going to have to cut this on my own. Did I do it okay? I think so. All right, that's cute. Here we go. Now. Perfect. All right, let's glue this on, and then we're going to trim the bottom. And then I think we'll say goodbye. I mean, unless you guys have something else you want me to do. I could do this all day. Oh, shoot. It has to go this way, because that's the straight edge. Well, that's a bummer a little bit, but it's okay. The test will be how this holds. So, oh, shoot. I just don't know when I've worked on glossy, if I have ever, with wallpaper. I mean, I've worked on with regular paper on glossy, and I usually just sand it, but I didn't sand this, so we'll see. All right, let's clean that up. Just here's a little confession. I did have all of these dividers, trying to think what they were called, in the garbage. And then I was like, wait a minute, what am I doing? I usually keep these. So I dug them all out of the garbage. Luckily, there was nothing in there but paper. All right, now we're going to glue this shut. We're probably going to need, I'm putting a generous amount there. We're probably going to need a couple of clips to keep that down, because this is thick. Yeah, it would be nice to have a really nice bone folder. I'm just hoping it will turn up somewhere that I just misplaced it and didn't lose it. So I love that thing. It came with my Cricut kit, you know, and it had the little silver end on it, so it worked really well. All right. And there we have it. We just made ourselves a little file folder. I'm going to have to leave that on there because it's going to take a while, but how cute is that? And of course, you can make this out of anything. You don't have to have a piece from a fabric sample book. And this could even be in its own travel journal in itself, because you could just put, the holes here. I like the Midori style for travel journals. And then you can just put your papers in, take them out when you want, trade them out. But that works really well with wallpaper for two reasons. One, wallpaper is extremely sturdy. And number two, it's easy for you. That's I need to cut that. They travel well. Like, you can wipe things off of them. They don't get all mashed up in your, if your I don't carry a purse, but I always have a bag of some sort. So putting something like this in there is really helpful. All right. Well, there we have it. I still need to trim that down because it's not quite as straight as I want it. Well, that was kind of fun. I don't know. I want to hear in the comments what you guys think, what you want me to do next. If you enjoyed doing this, I think I can probably do a live once a week like this. Maybe once every 2 weeks. I mean, I can just do it kind of as I go and just post so everybody knows about it. But your feedback is appreciated, and I appreciate all of you who have come. And again, if you're watching on the replay, don't forget to give this a thumbs up. If you're watching it now, give it a thumbs up too. That would be awesome. And be sure to comment with your thoughts, and we will see you next time. I'm going to make sure I don't do the rookie move or the boomer move, as my kids say, and use my mouse instead of my fingers to end the broadcast on my Mac. That's a big thing. I'm coming a long ways, I tell you. But thank you guys so very much for hanging out with me in this very impromptu live. And smooches back to you, Sandy. I had a great time. So we will see you again soon. Cheers.